So what do you think happened? Do you have any idea? I mean, is your mother still alive?
Unfortunately, my mother died in 1993.
And you have a friend named John who I'm assuming was also in the military with you or with Duncan?
We're not. He had to be in the military, but we're not sure of who he was attached to.
Does he have memories? I mean, are his memories clear or not?
Actually, no, because he was asking me about some of the things, and I have vivid memories being maybe 13, 14, in a lab type setting, and John was in uniform, and there was a couple of other uniforms there as well, and he was basically trying to give me an order, and I had pushed one of the other kids out of the way and was up in his face. I mean, I was just all over him. And the other guys, the higher-ranking people, were just eating it up. I mean, they were laughing their butts off. Because here's this little 13-year-old kid with an afro halfway down his back up in a military guy's face just going to town on him. Like we talked earlier about putting a puzzle together, we all have different memories. Some of them are almost identical, and some aren't. And when we sit down and we start talking and we put them all together, then they start to make sense.
You guys act like you've known each other forever.
Yeah,
we have.
How long have you been out of the military?
Since October 15th of 1968.
How long have you felt that you didn't have memories?
I wasn't aware of that really until my son
asked you that question.
In 1980.
1980. So, wow. So some time went by before you realized there was a gap there.
And then I never realized what PTSD was about, but looking at it now and with the research I've done into it and how it affects me personally, I can look at events that happened in my life, particularly after I got out, where it affected me so greatly that it affected my advancement in different companies.
How does it manifest?
What happens is, what had happened, I would come in my house, if I felt being triggered, I'd come in my house, close my blinds, close the drapes, lock the door, bring the dogs in, and get my guns out.
Oh, really? Okay.
And nothing ever happened.
All right.
No, so, I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because that's almost exactly what I would do.
Oh, really? So you have something similar?
Yeah, except I didn't have the animals, but I would go into a room, put a loaded pistol on my desk, and just sit in the dark and wait.
Wow.
And it happened numerous times.
And what happens is at night I will have nightmares on more than one occasion. But with my animals, particularly with this young Native American dog named Herky, he puts his paws on the bed and licks my face. If he has to come around the other side of the bed, he'll do it. And because I know he's there as a safety for me, I can wake up and I say, okay, I'm awake. What was I doing? And sometimes I get up, there's no clothes on the bed. I mean, they're just gone. The pillows are gone. They're gone. Dogs are on the floor looking at me like, what did you do?
Do you feel like you have special skills that you didn't know you had the way Duncan does? Because I see that you collect swords. Do you know how to use them?
Yes.
Have you been trained to use them in your conscious recall?
No.
Really?
You can ask him.
That's identical. That's something that we all seem to share in common, is knowledge of bladed weapons. How to use swords, how to use knives, how to fight with them, defend against them. As a matter of fact, with the katana, Japanese sword, samurai sword, I've had, to my memory, my knowledge, no official training. Yet, when I go to a Kenjutsu dojo and work out with one of the instructors, the first thing they say is, how did you learn to combine two different styles of kenjutsu? And I just like, I don't know. Here we go again.
You look pretty like you were strong. I'm going to tell you, just honestly, you're still strong. Okay, at this age, whatever age you happen to be.
66.
Okay, you appear to be a very strong man, and I'm just wondering if you were aware that you might have been unusually strong in your earlier life.
Fear will do that to you.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can tell you is fear will do that to you.
Uh-huh. Because you know how to defend yourself?
Yes.
Okay. You know how to defend yourself using swords, but you don't know how you learned it, right?
That's correct.
I assume you know how to use guns.
I have a passing familiarity with weapons.
Okay. I think you're a master of the understatement, as they say. I'm getting that.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
Okay.
Want to see my paintball gun?
I'm not sure I want to see any of your guns, to tell you the truth. Where did you learn to use the guns? Do you have conscious recall of that from the military?
I recall my oldest brother, coming home from the Marine Corps with a .22 target rifle when I was about 6. And he taught me how to shoot. And I got pretty good with it.
How good?
Good enough that I'm still here.
Were you good at targets? You know what I'm saying? Is
It doesn't matter what the target is, a target or a human being.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in combat, it's like you're up against a two-dimensional figure that can kill you. What you think takes an hour might have been 2 or 3 minutes. You become hyper alert. And I have recalls of firefights that went on, and I'm still here.
Were you trained as an officer?
No, not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. Do you know how to drive a boat? I don't know, or a ship, or, What's funny about that?
My father had boats. He had cabin cruisers. He had race boats. I was raised around boats.
Okay.
I was raised around all kinds of vehicles. There isn't too much I can't drive.
Okay.
I don't pilot a plane with a dam.
Okay.
I've never had a desire to pilot a plane or a helicopter.
Okay. You go to movies, right?
No.
Oh, you don't? You're like Duncan. You don't go to movies because
I don't
watch
war movies. I don't watch adventure movies. Because that triggers.
Yep.
What about underground bases? Do you have any feeling about that?
No, but I have heard from more than one source that you can go from the coast by Los Angeles almost to the middle of the country in a submarine.
You were in the military, but your skill is in the computer world.
No. I really didn't I got acquainted with computers when I was in the service. At that time, my forte happened to be electronics, electronic warfare, intelligence.
What's crossing your mind right now that you don't want to talk about?
Oh, nothing important.
Okay. Now, have you signed a secrecy oath of any kind, to your knowledge?
No, but I probably did.
Mm-hmm. Do you recall anything that's top secret that you're